Well, hey guys, Sean Malone, Crisis Response International.
And I'm Justin Perry.
Justin Perry's our new operational director, great longtime friend of Cry, back with us in the early days, back in Kansas City. And hey, we just wanted to jump up on here and just do a quick update. Gosh, lots going on right now. Obviously, the events of Israel unfolding, Israel under attack presently. And the latest under drone attack, potentially from Hezbollah up in the north, up in Syria, and from Lebanon. Situations obviously escalating. This thing is going to be long drawn out, most likely. It's just the beginning of the beginning. And I know many of you are wondering, hey, what's going on? What's Cry doing? Currently, we are under the word of the Lord to wait, to listen to the Lord, to pray, to seek Him. And we have a long-standing history of being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And that's for sure what we want to do in this situation. Obviously, you know, I'm burning. I know many of you are out there burning. We'd love to be on the ground, you know, in the midst of it, getting bombs chucked at us for Jesus, helping people, minimizing chaos and the trauma of the situation. I want to let you guys know that we are reaching out to different contacts on the ground, real solid contacts. And we're in those discussions, and part of the discussion with ways that we can serve over there. Everything from in terms of, debriefing and trauma response, prayer ministry in that capacity, and also in terms of getting relief supplies out as well to some of those frontline communities. So anyway, but we are praying about that right now, and we actually want to invite you guys into this. For those of you who are in the Charlotte, Fort Mill area, if you're a Cry responder, you're an intercessor, you're a friend of Cry, and your heart is leaning towards this and you're interested in what we're doing, and not only Israel, but also what's going on in our nation.
Yeah.
My personal opinion on this is that there's going to be dominoes in this. There's going to be a domino effect. I know the leader of Hamas just got on there and called for a day of rage this Friday, the 13th. And, with our porous borders and even internationally, but I just think that we could see domino effects in this. And we obviously want to be in the right place at the right time. It's not a fear-based posture. This is a faith-based posture, and we want to know that we know that we know that we're in the right place at the right time, so we're waiting on that green light. So what are we doing Saturday?
Saturday, we are coming together to pray. You know, the heavens are the heavens of the Lord, the earth He's given into the hands of the sons of men. And so that means it really accomplishes something whenever we pray.
Absolutely.
And so we're calling together those of you who want to join with us in person, physically come and pray with us. We're going to cry out to the Lord. We're going to listen to His voice. You know, some of the most powerful prayer meetings I've ever been in is where we're coming to kind of hear what's on His heart and pray in agreement with what He's praying, what He's holding in His heart. And so I believe it's going to be powerful. You know, those of you who are connected to Cry have the same kind of heart that we do. And if a bunch of us kind of get together praying, you know, for breakthrough, for God to move, for God to speak to us, and really for God to lead us as well as Cry, you know, we want to have the word of the Lord before we move. And so that's what we're going to do, is get together and pray.
Yeah, we need divine strategy. You know, I remember
Yeah.
Lauren Cunningham used to say this. Lauren obviously just passed. He said, if you want to be effective in ministry, you know, pray and obey. You know, John
Yeah.
Wimber said the same thing. Let's just join in with what God's doing. We need divine strategy in the midst of this. And, the other thing I just wanted to mention to you guys, obviously, there was another earthquake, another 6.2 in Afghanistan last night. I just, again, I know I sound like a broken record with this, but wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, we're seeing such an uptick in, major earthquakes. We had just this last year, Turkey and then Morocco, We have Afghanistan. That part of the world is obviously shaking. Pestilence, obviously COVID. I think that one's going to come back out of the bag again.
Yeah.
And, and then you just look at the whole political landscape, the lawlessness, and we're in birth pangs. I
Yeah.
mean, the earth is
Yeah.
obviously groaning right now. I know you got a lot to say about that as well. So.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, there's a connection between the groan of the earth and, the groan of the believer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what's so powerful about what's happening in the earth right now is there is this groaning, travailing intercession that's rumbling in so many. It's our desperate hunger for the Lord. It's our desire to see Him do something in the earth. And so creation is groaning, we're groaning, the Spirit Himself is groaning, according to Romans 8.
Absolutely.
And so that's what's so powerful about coming together in days like these to pray is we're actually going to join together with the groan of the Spirit and the groan, in each other's heart. And I think we can do something to affect what's happening on the earth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so 2 to 4
2 to
on
4.
Saturday, right here at your address. You want to give them the address?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if we want to put it on here. We'll send us a message. You can send a message to, let's see, what should we do? info@cryout.com.
Yes.
Yeah, or one of the social platforms. Just send a message. We'll send you the link. And this way we can kind of coordinate, in terms of who's coming. And, we obviously want to know who you are. So, and then we're going to have a meal immediately following, because I believe big time prayer, fasting, but also feasting as well. And we're going to pray and we're going to fellowship. And we're getting traction here locally in the Fort Mill area. We're looking to build a team. We're looking for responders who, want to stick their hand up in environments like this. Guys, it's a whole new level. It's a whole new day that we're in. People, we're really looking for people who are able to step into war-torn situations, who can deal with high levels of stress and trauma and be fruitful in the midst of it, to be able to minister to people, bring the good news of Jesus Christ, great demonstrations of mercy, but also of His power. And it's just a new day. And again, our roadmap has been Matthew 24, Luke 21, Mark 13. And again, I just want to circle back to that. Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in various places. And the thing that has been also sticking out to me, and I wasn't exactly sure how this kind of fits in. And again, this is just speculation, my point of view on this. But, what we've seen just kind of in the land, this onslaught of socialism in the land, think about this for a second, just kind of do the math. If we have some sort of escalation, let's just say even, this Friday, with spontaneous attacks, lone wolf attacks, sleeper cells, because of our porous border down in the South. In terms of what we've seen with the loss of freedoms already over the last, 2, 3, 4 years, I think we're going to drastically see that increase, and, I have believed already that we're heading towards police state type stuff. So if we see a situation like that pop up, security is going to increase, and it's just going to take a lot of wisdom in the days moving forward, how we navigate that. Again, we live in a new day, and it's not a fear-based thing. It's just embracing the reality that we're in, and trying to position ourselves to be able to be truly fruitful in the midst of it. I want to say, Cry's been going through one of the biggest pivots that we have as an organization over the last 16, 17 years. But I truly believe the pivot is unto great fruitfulness and great harvest, and we're excited about that. And so we're shedding some things, but we're also gaining some things, gaining a new perspective, gaining a new footing to be able to be fruitful. This is what we're made for. Times like this, and obviously Matthew 24 it says that the Great Commission is going to be fulfilled in the context of great crisis. So don't be surprised. You got to shake off the shock, the unbelief, the disbelief. And it's not a moment to try and stabilize everything around you. Hebrews tells us that everything that can be shaken will be shaken. And so we can embrace a kingdom that cannot be shaken. So we're going to see those things steadily increase. And so, I don't know, Justin, any more you want to share?
Yeah, I always look at it like this. we were born in this time, wherever it is that you live, God has you there sovereignly. And so I look at it like this: God has uniquely crafted us to thrive in these times. And so it's like the full measure of the equipment that he's given us wouldn't even be able to be expressed unless we had the opportunity to live in days just like these.
Wow,
So
that's
it's like
a great
we've
thought.
got
Wow.
everything
I
that
just
we
got
need.
goosebumps when you said that. That was really
Yeah.
good. I felt the Lord on that.
Absolutely. And so
Wow.
we don't even know what's in us until we get put in a situation we realize, like, wow, this is what I was made for. I was
That's right.
born for these days.
That's right.
And we were born for these days. And we're going to see the harvest in days like this. We're
That's
going to see
right.
God pour out his Spirit. Yes, there will be shaking. There will be, as you were talking about, persecution. But there's also going to be a manifestation of the glory of God and great fruitfulness in the lives of his people like
Amen.
we've never seen before.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And, you know, I had another thought I wanted to add to that is wherever you are right now, and whatever position or station that the Lord has assigned to you, do that. Do that thing. It's not a time. Got to remember, like, you know, my goal on this is not to like crank up fear in your life. Sobriety, yes, you know, but also courage. Like, don't let the enemy knock you off your game. You know, if you're a tree man, be a tree man. You know, if you're a writer, just keep writing, double down, go for it. You know, if you're part of a ministry team, do that. Like, hold your station, hold your ground, take ground. Don't lose ground in this moment. So, you know, maybe, you know, you're not in a place where you can deploy or things like that. Don't be discouraged. Hold the ground and look for the opportunities right around where you're at right now. And then there's others of you out there like, hey, I am made for this. I am a frontline person. I am ready to run in. Hey, we want to connect with you as well. And so, again, if you're in the Charlotte area, Fort Mill area, you know, within a reasonable amount of time, come on out Saturday. It's the 14th, is that correct?
That's
yeah,
right,
it'll be the 14th, 2 to 4 p.m., and then we're going to have meal and fellowship right after, and, you know, we'll just kind of shut it down by 7. But anyway, we want to connect with you. The other thing I want to add as well is October 28th.
Yeah.
We are doing a one-day training here in Fort Mill, and that's going to be up at Morning Star Ministries, ministry we love, we've been connected with for so long. Justin's had a huge, rich history there, part of their leadership, and senior pastor for a while, ran the school, and we're still connected there. I go to church there on Sundays when I'm in town, but we're going to be doing a training there. And so if you're like kind of rumbling and really want to be able to connect with us, get trained so you can deploy with us, it's a one-day intensive training Saturday the 28th. You can go onto the CRI OUT Cry Out website and get yourself signed up. That's a great way to gain confidence for these sorts of things. So
that's right. Cryout.com. Click events at the top of the page and you can register right there.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Well, God bless you. We just wanted to update you, and we'll keep you guys posted as things progress, and we'll be praying with you. God bless. Hope to see you here on Saturday.